Hello and welcome back to Noggin Comics. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and like this video. This is our first video in 3 weeks maybe?
In the new year.
In the new year, first 2022 video.
Yeah.
If you don't know us yet, I'm Kyle.
And I'm Nora.
Nora is actually the assistant manager now at a local comic shop store.
Local comic shop.
Yeah, but yeah, what shop?
Mind's Eye Comics.
Yeah, Mind's Eye Comics. But what we usually do is we usually go for our top 5 picks of the week each.
Mm-hmm.
Because most of the time we have disagreement and argue on what is the best book of the week. This week is not much. We don't have that much different.
Yeah.
Except what, 2 books, I think?
Yes.
And
3. Kind of.
Well, I'm just gonna go off with my 5th of the week. Crush Lobo. I think this is the final issue of the run.
Yeah.
So.
Yes.
This has been a surprise. It's one of those books that I didn't expect to enjoy as much as we both have. Because I know that you've liked it.
Mm-hmm.
And with me, I've always been a Lobo fan, so it was like, okay, I'm gonna be intrigued by this book.
Yeah.
But it's our first reading of Crush.
Yes. Yeah.
Tamaki's writing, and I'm never gonna try to pronounce that guy's name.
Yes.
The artist.
Amanke Nakopon?
Whatever his name is, the art, whatever their name is.
Yes.
The art fits perfectly well with this book.
Mm-hmm. It does.
I would say wait to trade.
This is the last issue.
This is the last issue. I think waiting to trade is going to be a better read.
Yeah.
But Tamaki this is Tamaki's best DC book right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think it fits Crush and Lobo, but I also, not a lot of people do like it, but I also really like her Detective Comics run. Currently.
Well, I do think Shadow of the Bat might bring it up there.
Yeah.
But let's go on to your number 5 of the week.
All right. So mine is Justice League Incarnate, number 3. And this was kind of a surprise for me. So this is Joshua Williamson and...
There's a lot of people. There's a lot of
artists. a ton of different artists that kind of changes as you read this issue.
Is it on the last page?
I don't know if it is. I didn't see it on the last page. No.
No?
Because it also kind of leads into more, so I don't think they ever put the names in here. Anyway, oh, here it is. Yeah, you have Dennis Culver and a bunch of other...
No, you have Josh Williamson and Dennis Culver.
Oh, yeah, Dennis Culver. They're co-writing. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, a bunch of different artists. But yeah, this is a really fun issue. It jumps between different Earths as you read. There's a cool, comic book store scene where they're on, I think, Earth, 33 or something?
It reminds me a lot of crossover.
Yeah, a little bit. But then, yeah, I think they're just kind of jumping between different worlds, and each Earth has, a different art style, which is fun. And then it starts to get darker as you go into the issue, and then looks like the next issue will even be more intense. But, I don't know, all in all, it was a fun read.
I kind of think of, Crush on Lobo. This is very much a surprise. Justice League Incarnate has been one of those books that, even Captain Carrot is one of the best characters in the book. So.
I know, I never thought I would say that, yeah.
Yeah, that's a book that I highly recommend to any DC fan.
Yeah, I don't really think you have to read, what was it, Infinite Frontier that came before it?
It does help.
It does help.
It does help.
Yep.
My number 4 of the week, I gotta go back to my handy dandy notebook.
I thought it was...
yes, my number 4 may be one of your topics of the week.
Yeah.
Byline by Blood.
Bylines in Blood.
Bloodlines in Blood, yeah, sorry.
You can't speak today.
No.
Bylines in Blood. By Erica Schultz and Van Jensen, and then
Anaki.
Oh my gosh, I can't speak now. Anake is the artist, and it's just such good artwork.
I would...
This cover, too.
I may have to disagree with you on the art.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I wouldn't say it's the great art.
I think it fits it really well.
It fits it, yes. This is all storytelling.
Yes.
That's why this is my number 4 pick of the week.
Yeah.
Because it feels like Jessica Jones meets the pre-dystopian of Blade Runner.
Yeah.
And even the back matter,
Mm-hmm.
the back matter gives you all this information that you need, not really need, but
helps.
Yeah, provides that supplement to the story.
Yeah.
And it's just, you brought this home from Mind's Eye, and I'm like, what the hell is this? I never even heard of it.
No, I mean, I added.
You added it, but you didn't tell me what it was. Yeah. Unless I wasn't listening.
So what is it about then? So it's about a girl who basically has her own
private investigator.
Private investigation. I can't remember what it's called right now. Lady Dick investigation.
Lady Dick, yeah.
And she's hiding it from her family. You learn, but she's trying to track down this person who was a mentor to her.
Because she was a journalist.
Yes. Yes. So she's trying to figure out how he died.
Okay, it's a very complicated story too because there's a pandemic going on.
Yes.
So it's like there's a pandemic that's turning these people into, it's not cold as much as like it's turning them into like some monster being kind of.
Yeah.
And how are they monsters? Like infected.
Yes.
And that just plays almost as a side story where the rest of it is trying to investigate the deaths of this mentor.
Yep.
It's the character. The main character is what makes the story flow as well as it does.
Yeah, her name is Satya.
Yeah, Satya.
And I think it's just, the fact that, I don't know, I really like this issue, and it ended on a pretty good cliffhanger too, where I was like, okay, I'm ready for more. Even if there's kind of two different stories happening at once, I think it did a good job of overlaying them for the time being.
Before we started filming, you were talking about how this may be your pick of the week.
It kind of stuck with me more just because, I don't know, maybe it was the main character, or just the mystery of it all, or just the artwork and everything together, just pulled me in.
So what would be number 4 then?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
If this is my number 4,
yes.
This is your tops of the week.
Was it this one, which is also on your list?
Well, this is the next one I'll talk about.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah. So.
Okay. So this is a first issue from AWA, The Fourth Man. Let's see who this is by again.
Mike Diodalo does the artwork.
McComsey.
Isn't it Jeff McCowney?
Jeff McComsey.
Right down here.
McComsey.
Yep. So.
Yeah. So this is basically the tagline of this is 3 murders, $25,000 or best offer. Which
makes sense for it to be a number 4 pick because it's called The Fourth Man.
Yeah, I played that really well.
Yeah.
Thank you. Just kidding. But yeah, AWA has been putting out a ton of good books recently.
I would say their line there really hasn't been a dud.
Yeah.
What was it? A Man's Word we have to still read. Casual Flame.
Casual Flame you gotta read. You have to trade.
I loved Growing Up Kentucky.
What was it called? Redemption was good.
Redemption, yes. And kind of going off of that, this is your 4th, this is my 3rd. And if you read Mike Diodalo stuff, does that not like Paul Giamatti?
Oh, this guy?
The main character.
Yeah, it does.
And James Caan. And I know this has been something that's been discussed in other videos too.
Yeah.
But, it is uncanny how much the main character, who, spoiler, dies at the beginning of the book.
Yeah, and that's pretty, first page, second
first page. It's very much of the Khalil's way of doing storytelling here. But yeah, Mike Diodalo cast actors who play these roles. You have Harvey Keitel, James Caan, Regina King appears in it if you really look closely. So maybe that's the reason why I like this book so much, because it reminds me so much of a movie.
Are you saying that he said that he did this, or is this what you're interpreting of it?
This is what a lot of people were interpreting.
Oh.
And when I was reading it, I thought too, especially Paul Giamatti and Harvey Keitel.
I guess I didn't really think of that, but I just liked the premonition.
You're also not a cinephile.
Yes, I'm not a cinephile as much as you.
So, but yeah,
it's a good first issue.
But you and I both enjoyed this book for different reasons.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it through a cinematic lens.
Yeah.
And you're looking at it as a storytelling lens.
Yeah.
I've seen comparisons to being a Fargo, almost like.
Yeah.
So, but it's about used card salesmen putting hits on each other.
Yeah.
That's the synopsis, and they're like, okay, you never read Hot Lunch Special.
No.
That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed that. So that was my number 3. You're number 4.
Wait, really? Oh yeah, that's
Yep.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So.
Sorry. Yes.
Onto your 3rd pick then.
What about yours?
That's my 3rd pick.
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm so unorganized.
No.
Okay, so I guess my 3rd pick then is Batman 119. I really like what's his name's artwork. What is his name? Oh my gosh, I'm really bad with names. So you got Joshua Williamson, yeah, Jorge Molina, and Adriano de Benedetto, and Mikel Hanin. So 3 different art styles. I don't know. I didn't know if I would really like it, but I think it's Don. I can't even speak. It is growing on me. I mean, look at these thighs that Batman has. Like that's exactly how you want Batman to look like. I don't know, but this issue, and Kyle mentioned at the end, the artwork kind of changed, but I didn't really see that. Until I relooked at it, yeah. But I think it wasn't just the introduction of Abyss, but I think just what's gonna come after this issue is I'm intrigued, and then the backup story of Gotham Academy Adventures with I can't remember her name now, but I still got to read Gotham Academy, and it just made me even more. Yeah, made me want to read it even more. So, because that also ended on a cliffhanger.
This I would say the name of my top 10.
I liked it. I also like Detective Comics 1047.
Yeah, you love the Bat Family.
Yeah, I'm biased.
And see, and you brought up how the art was what kind of... It was clean. I mean, the art's not bad. Mm-hmm. It just kind of felt like each artist was on a different wavelength, so like it didn't blend as well. I do like the Abyss stuff. I think Abyss could be a great new villain.
Yeah.
It's just... I don't know, when you're reading other books that have Batman in it, and I know next week every DC book is Batman related, it's so hard for the main title to stick out then.
Yeah, that's true.
So, and I know that we both have a number 1. Our first pick, we share a number 1 pick of the week. And that has Batman in it, and has a really unique version of Batman that sticks out. Mm-hmm. Does this stick out? That's the saying.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, I don't hate it.
It's hard for me to not like books that are Batman centered, but it takes a lot for me to not like it, I guess.
Yeah, so kind of sticking into that, Batman realm. I mean, because DC's all about Batman.
That was also a good issue. Yeah.
Suicide Squad, number 11.
Yeah.
This is written by Robbie Thompson. Robbie Thompson, Dennis Hopeless, and art by Eduardo Pansico, Julio Ferreira,
yep.
and Dexter Soy.
Mm-hmm.
This could have been the number 1 pick of the week for me because I loved it. I have not laughed that hard reading a book in a while.
It's true.
Ambush Bug steals this book, and Suicide Squad last month was at the bottom of my list. I did not enjoy it because of Ambush Bug.
Yeah, I mean...
And then this week, it just flips.
Yeah.
Like, you have so many jokes about Marvel. You have so many jokes about DC continuity.
Yeah.
You have jokes about how when you're reading Bloodsport, you're reading it in Idris Elba's voice.
Yep.
So it's just one of those things, like, you have so much fun reading this book, and the art is phenomenal throughout.
Yeah, it's true.
Which is kind of funny, because one thing, now that we're talking about these, DC did not keep a constant artist on any of the books.
Yeah.
Every book had a different artist.
Yeah, it's true.
So, and maybe that's kind of, that pulled me out of one book, but kept me in 2 others. So it's kind of weird.
Yeah, and I think this is also a good jumping on point, though, too, if you're not reading Suicide Squad.
Oh, yeah, I mean, before recording, I said this may be the best issue since Tom Taylor's run.
Yeah.
And you gave me, like you thought that was the best issue that Tom Taylor did. I'm like, what? No, I mean, this Tom Taylor Suicide Squad was phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel like the prior 10 just wasn't hitting, and then finally this hit.
I think some of the earlier issues were good. Like when
Peacemaker.
Yeah, Peacemaker came in, and then you had Superboy, and that was
That kind of threw me off.
Really?
Bit, yeah.
Yeah.
But sticking with the Super Family.
Yeah.
We share a number 1, and I just mentioned this guy's name.
Yes, Tom Taylor's
Dark
Knights of Steel number 3. I feel like so much has happened in these 3 issues. There's still 9 more to go, which makes me excited.
But I think the first thing we gotta talk about in this book, and it's not Tom Taylor, it's the art.
Yeah. Hands down.
Because, and who does the art again?
It's a Yasmin
Putri? Yeah. I think on the second page. Yes, Yasmin Putri.
Yep.
And first off, I don't know how Yasmin was able to think about how they can put GOT style characterizations on the DC universe.
Mm-hmm.
And like every character has a moment in this issue as well. I mean, it spends 3 issues of each character having their own voice, which is unique, I feel.
Yeah. And there's not like super amount of dialogue in this issue, but the way that it ends on that cliffhanger, you're like, oh, okay.
Well, and I think that's Tom Taylor. Tom Taylor does not put a lot of dialogue in his books.
Yeah, he lets the artist showcase the story.
I feel like
the story.
When someone needs to be talking, that's when there's dialogue.
Yeah, I mean, even look at Nightwing. Like Bruno Redondo is.
Oh, Redondo.
I
mean, Injustice was Redondo too.
Yeah.
Suicide Squad. I can't remember who was on that, but what you remember the most of that wasn't really it was a story actually, but it was a new characters, a new design of characters. So.
And that art was really good too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, first week of 2022.
Yeah.
Dark Knights of Steel is probably the best book of the week.
Yeah, I mean, could it be like it's an end this year? So could it definitely be the book of the year for DC?
For DC, yes. I think.
I mean, that's
no.
Yeah.
No.
That's saying a lot,
Lonely City, Catwoman, Lonely City. That's gonna end in 2022.
Story, yeah.
Wonder Woman story is gonna end in 2022. Nighthouse on the Lake is going to end in 2022. Yeah. So there's a lot.
DC had a lot last year, and maybe they'll have another follow-up year.
Well, I'm gonna have to throw a caveat in that because Marvel is finally getting the footing.
Yeah. But then there's so many other indie books that we're not even. I mean, we're reading indie books, but I feel like there's still so many more out there that we're not reading.
You bring home 32 comics this week, and 20 of them are indies.
Yeah, let's see what else I liked that we don't have here. But that was an indie book. There was a lot of DC though this week. Not All Robots, number 5.
Yeah, the ending of the first arc.
The ending of that finished up.
The Walking Dead Deluxe. I mean, we were reading Walking Dead for the first time, and wow.
Basilisk is really good. The 6th issue came out.
It was okay. Dirtbag Rapture is a surprise. A thing called Truce was a surprise.
Nightmare Blog.
Nightmare Blog.
Nina Hawes' Nightmare Blog.
The 2 indie books that I had hoped for that kind of failed was Noctera's Blacktop Bill special. I
think it was mainly the way it was narrated, because you had to remember you had to go back in your mind
to issue
4, and I was like, okay, maybe I should reread a bunch before I read this again. But then the way they were kind of taking him through that story was like, I wasn't expecting that. But
I felt the way that it was advertised and the way that I was going into it, I was thinking it was going to be an origin story about Blacktop Bill.
Yeah.
Instead, we got an origin story of someone else that he kills.
Yeah.
And the other book was Monkey Meat. Mm-hmm. The less said about that, the better.
It was just
good art.
Yeah.
Strange book.
But it's an anthology.
Yeah. So when I go back to that when it's collective, I'm like stop in the comic shop while you're working and read it. But yeah, what did you guys like this week? I mean, this is the first week of 2022. What was the best book?
There's 3 more weeks in January.
Yeah, there's 3 more weeks in January. We have plenty of ideals for 2022 for this channel. With you working at the comic shop, it might be a lot of me doing independent stuff, but we do plan on joining live streams. We plan on going live more often ourselves. We're going to have a video game themed anthology videos coming out that I plan on doing. Movies.
But you're not like not you gaming, but
No, not
yeah.
like not me on Twitch as much as like talking about these games. A lot of me talking at
Ideas.
you. Yeah. But yeah, and then your reaction to old movies, old superhero comic book based movies.
Yeah.
Like, I'm thinking we should start with Blade.
I know. I
Can't believe you
haven't
never
seen.
watched Blade. So
Yeah. Shame me all you want. I'm
yes.
used to it.
She's only watched the first Superman movie.
Yeah.
She's never watched Ghost Rider, Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
So, but you did watch Fantastic.
Watch what?
The one's Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
But yeah, on that very negative and sad note of her only watching Fantastic, thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Please like. We're gonna be announcing the 100 subscriber giveaway, which I'll look down. That's over there. Maybe we can do that on TikTok, so get more people going on TikTok, and have people come from TikTok to YouTube. But yeah, be on the lookout for that because we hit 105 currently.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm following. We recently hit 105, and looking at a box that has many things in it. I don't want to tell you what's in it right now, but I'm gonna do a 100 subscriber video soon about that. So a lot of content. Also, we're filming with some people too. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we have some filming coming up with other people. But once again, thank you for watching. Do you have anything closing to say? Any closing statements?
No, thanks for watching our top picks of the week from, what day was that? January 5th. Yes, January 5th.
I have it written down. I can double check.
It's January 5th. Yeah.
Is
because
it?
there's 3 more weeks.
Damn, I took a lot of notes. It's January 5th. Bye.